Welcome to the chemistry class, students. I hope all are safe in your homes. Bible verse says, with God all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. 8th standard ICSE chapter 3. The name of this chapter is The Language of Chemistry. Session 6. Before going into today's video session, let us recap what we have learnt in our previous video class. In our last class, we have learnt about symbols. Symbols means it is the abbreviation for the name of an element. And we know that chemistry also language, but here we use symbols, formula, equation instead of words and sentence. Then we have seen the ways to write the symbols. First one is the first letter of the English name of an element. The second way is the first letter along with more than one more letter of the English name of an element. Example, helium, He. And the third way is one or two letters of the Latin name of the element. So these are the ways to represent symbol. And what does the symbol represent? So here under that we have seen that an element in particular and an atom of an element. Then the second topic that we have seen is formulae. A formulae of a molecule gives the number of atoms of the same or different elements present in the molecule. So under that we have seen atomicity of molecule, that is the number of atoms contained in a molecule. Then we have seen different atomic. They are monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic. Then we have seen valency of an element. Valency means the combining capacity of an element with other element is known as valency. So for hydrogen, valency is 1, chlorine 1. So they form HCl. Similarly, we have seen few examples for the valency of an element, like for sodium 1, magnesium 2, aluminium 3, and we have seen what are monovalent, divalent and trivalent. Monovalent means it will have 1 valency, and in divalent it will have 2 valency, and in trivalent 3 valency. And we have seen that in periodic table the valency will rise from 1 to 4 and then falls to 1 and finally 0. And also we have seen that for noble gases the valency is always 0. In today's video session we are going to discuss the following topics: formulae of compounds, variable valency, compound containing radicals, chemical equation, and writing the skeletal equation. So about all these topics we are going to discuss in this video. Children, you just look at this picture. So here you can see few compounds and molecules present in this picture. Now let us see how this compound is formed, how to write the compound. Formulae of a compound. So binary compound means it will consist of two different elements. Bi means two, so it will have two different elements. For example, water. So in water, what are the two elements present? One is oxygen, another is hydrogen. Similarly, NaCl, which we call it as salt. Here two elements are present, that is sodium, Na, and chlorine, Cl is present here. Similarly, silicon dioxide, here also two elements are present, one is silicon, another is oxygen. Hydrochloric acid, the formula is HCl. So here also two elements are present. One is hydrogen, another is chlorine. Next example is nitrous oxide. Here also you can observe that two elements are present. One is nitrogen, another is oxygen. So now you understood that what is binary compound. Binary compound means it will consist of two elements. And let us see how to write the compound. Let us imagine that there are two elements A and element B, and element A has the valency Y and element B has the valency X. So what happens is the valency of B will be written along with A element and the valency of A will be written along with B element. So it forms AXBY. So here you can see the example aluminum oxide. So here you can see two elements, aluminum and oxide, that is oxygen. So first we have to write the symbol for each element. Then we have to write the valency. For aluminum it is +3 and for oxygen -2. So usually to form a compound, positive and negative charge will get attract. So what happens? We have to write this 2 along with aluminum and write this O along with oxygen. So it forms Al2O3. Another example is carbon tetrachloride. For carbon the valency is 4 and for chlorine the valency is 1. So they both get cross multiplied. So for carbon we have to mention 1 and for chlorine we have to mention 4, and it forms the compound CCl4. The name of this compound is carbon tetrachloride. Another example is iron 3 hydroxide. So here you can see the valency of iron is +3 and for hydroxide it is -1, and they both get cross multiplied and it forms FeOH3. The name of this compound is iron 3 hydroxide. Another example is a very familiar compound, that is water. The formula of water is H2O. Now let us see how this H2O is formed. For hydrogen the valency is +1 and for oxygen it is 2 minus. So they both get cross multiplied and this oxygen 2 will goes to hydrogen and hydrogen 1 will goes to oxygen and it forms H2O. I hope you all understood how the compound is formed using valencies. But there are some exceptions. For hydrogen peroxide, the cross multiplication process will not happen. For hydrogen peroxide, the formula is H2O2. Similarly, for acetylene, it is C2H2. So here the valencies cross multiplication will not take place and we should not multiply the common factor here. Here you can see few compound example for carbon dioxide CO2, for magnesium oxide MgO, sodium chloride NaCl, copper sulfate CuSO4, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3, sodium hydroxide NaOH, sulfur dioxide SO2, water H2O, ammonia gas NH3, sodium chloride NaCl, potassium chloride KCl, carbon dioxide CO2, magnesium chloride MgCl2, hydrogen sulfide H2S, methane CH4, hydrochloric acid HCl. The next topic is variable valency. So here we are going to see that one compound will have variable valency, which means it will have different valencies. That is, it will have more than one valency. For example, copper, it has valency 1, 2, mercury 1, 2, silver 1, 2, gold 1, 3, tin 2, 4, manganese 2, 4, platinum 2, 4, iron 2, 3, sulfur, it has 3 variable valencies. They are 2, 3, 4. Lead, it has 2, 4 valencies. Phosphorus, it has 3, 5 valencies. Next, let us see compound containing radicals. You have already learnt in your lower classes what is meant by radical. So, radical means atom with a charge on it. There are two types of radical, positive radical and negative radical. In positive radical, the charge will be positive, and in negative radical, the charge will be negative. So here you can see few examples for positive radical and negative radical. The example for positive radical is hydrogen. Here you can see H plus, sodium Na plus, silver Ag plus, potassium K plus, lithium Li plus, ammonium NH4 plus, barium 2 plus, calcium 2 plus, etc. Similarly, for negative radical, chlorine Cl minus, bromide Br minus, fluorine F minus, iodide I minus, hydroxide OH minus, nitrate NO3 minus, oxide O2 minus, sulfide NS2 minus, sulfate SO4 2 minus, carbonate CO3 2 minus, hydrogen carbonate HCO3 minus. Now let us see an activity based on valency and compound. Let's watch the activity, students. So here you can see lot of puzzles there. You all love to play puzzles, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to just connect all those puzzles according to its gaps. Okay, so first let me take this first puzzle, which is the smallest one, Na. So I am just going to connect this Na with its suitable part. So I am just going to see whether OH will suit. No, OH will not suit in it. So here you can see Ca2 plus. I am just going to try to suit in it. So it does not suit. So here you can see Cl. So I am just going to connect both. So what happens? NaCl has formed, right? Okay. Next we see another compound, how it forms. Here you can see I have taken Ca2 plus, and you can see the other puzzles which we have. So here we cannot connect both Ca2 plus. So what I am going to do is I am just going to take one OH. Can we connect this O2 minus? No, it does not connect. So I am just going to take another OH here. So here you can see CaOH2 because I have connected two OH. So the compound name is CaOH2. So CaOH2 is formed here. So by connecting the positive radical as well as with the negative radical. So balance what we have, Ca2 plus and O2 minus. So I am just going to connect these two puzzles. So here you can see that CaO, that is because here 2 plus is there, here 2 minus is there. So what happens is this 2 and 2 will get cancelled and it will become 1. So I have written it as CaO. Children, I hope you all understood this activity. Children, I hope all have enjoyed the activity. The next topic that we are going to see is chemical equation. So chemical equation means it is nothing but the chemical change or chemical reaction is represented by equation. Here in the picture you can see the chemical equation example. HCl plus Na gives NaCl plus H2, which means hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium and gives sodium chloride plus hydrogen. So this word form is written in equation form. In chemical equation, I have already told you the chemical reaction is represented by chemical equation, and the starting substance is said to be reactants and end up substance that form in the chemical equation is said to be products. Usually the reactant will be written on the left hand side and the product will be written on the right hand side. So let us see few examples for chemical equation. In the picture you can see burning of coal. So I have told you that burning of coal in a word sentence form. Now we are going to write this reaction in chemical equation form. So for burning of coal we need carbon, so C, and we need air, that is oxygen, O2. So C plus O2 gives CO2, that is carbon dioxide. Similarly, let us see few more examples how to write equation using symbols and formulae. Another example is methane plus oxygen gives CO2 plus H2O. So here also you can observe that the reaction is written in equation form using symbols and formulas. Another example is carbon plus oxygen. With this example we have already seen in the previous slides. In your book they have given 5 skeletal equation. So first let me tell you what is skeletal equation. It is nothing but the equation will be written in the, that is the reaction will be written in the equation form using symbols and formulas. First example, carbon dioxide dissolves in water, that is CO2 plus H2O gives carbonic acid, that is H2CO3. Another example is ammonia dissolves in water, NH3 plus H2O gives ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Next example is hydrogen reacts with chlorine, H2 plus Cl2 gives HCl. Next example is hydrogen reacts with oxygen gives water, H2 plus O2 gives water. Another example is nitrogen reacts with hydrogen gives NH3, that is ammonia. So in all this equation you can observe that the chemical reaction is formed in the equation form. So here they have just written the symbols and formulas for the chemical reaction and they have not balanced it. In our next class we will be seeing how to balance this chemical equation. Children, in today's class we have learnt about formulae of compound. Under that we have learnt binary compound. Binary compound means 2 elements present in the compound. Then we have seen variable valency, which means the same element will have different valencies. Then we have seen compound containing radical, positive radical and negative radical. Then chemical equation. The chemical change or chemical reaction is represented by chemical equation and the starting substance is said to be reactant and it is written on the left hand side and the end up substance is said to be product and it is written on the right hand side. and we have seen how to write the skeleton equation. The assignment for this video is you have to learn the following questions. Explain about compound containing radicals. What is mean by chemical equation? How to write formulae of compound. Children, I hope you all understood today's topic. Meet you all in the next video. Thank you.